A story about two students. On a sunny Friday afternoon, 19-year-old college students Alex and Maddie went camping. They had been planning this adventure for months, and now, finally, the serene beauty of the forest surrounded them. They spent the day hiking, laughing, and enjoying each other's company. As the sun began to set, they decided to set up camp and enjoy a peaceful evening. Once as they were pitching their tent, they realized they took a wrong turn. They wanted to call their friends, but the phone network was out of range. Familiar landmarks were nowhere to be seen on the map. As darkness fell, they realized they were lost. Just as they began to worry, they came across a small cabin in the woods. Smoke billowed from the chimney. The door creaked open and an elderly woman invited them inside. She introduced herself as Mrs. Jenkins, and her warm smile drew them in. She offered them a hot meal and a bed for the night. As they sat down at the table, Alex and Maddie couldn't help but notice the eccentric decor of the cabin. Strange trinkets and mysterious artifacts adorned the shelves, but Mrs. Jenkins' kind eyes and gentle manners made them feel at home. When night fell, Mrs. Jenkins led them to a cozy room with two comfortable beds. As they drifted into slumber, they were lulled to sleep by crickets and the distant hooting of owls. Once as the clock struck midnight, Alex was suddenly awakened by a disturbing premonition. Opening his eyes, he found the room transformed. There was an eerie, pungent smell in the air, and Mrs. Jenkins was nowhere to be seen. Instead, a witch-like figure loomed in the corner, eyes glowing with malice. Trying to free himself, Alex watched in horror as the witch, the transformed Mrs. Jenkins, began to devour Maddie. She drugged them with some kind of potion. Their consciousness fogged up. They were dizzy, but Alex managed to free himself and grabbed the axe hanging on the wall. With a rush of adrenaline, he struck the witch, ending her unholy ritual. Maddie's lifeless body lay on the bed, horror in her eyes. Alex knew he should run, but the witch's presence still remained, and he could see that the witch's wounds were beginning to heal quickly. Yeah, what the hell, she's not even human. The thought flashed through Alex's mind. He grabbed the flashlight and rushed desperately to the door, leaving the cottage and its evil inhabitant behind. The darkness of the forest enveloped him, and he ran as fast as his legs could carry him. She wasn't human. Hours later, Alex stumbled along the road, his legs shaking with fatigue. A passing driver spotted him and called for help. Authorities found Alex disheveled and incoherent, muttering about witches and horrors. Locals whispered about Mrs. Jenkins' cottage, a place of darkness that consumes the innocent. The legend of the witch in the woods spread as a warning of the horrors that lurked in the shadows, waiting to snatch unsuspecting people. Over time, Alex's mental state began to deteriorate. The trauma of the incident took its toll, and eventually he was locked up in a mental hospital, unable to come to terms with the horrors he had witnessed. His screams echoed through the corridors, haunted by memories of Maddie's fate and the evil grin of the witch who came to him every night and tortured him, tearing his flesh alive.